Here are the top 3 trends I'm seeing in terms of AI adoption and enterprise within pharma and med device companies. So number 1, 2024 is definitely the year of adopting end-to-end AI strategies, where a lot of companies are trying to understand across the end-to-end product lifecycle, all the way from R&D, clin dev, medical affairs to commercial to regulatory. Where does AI fit in? How can it enable efficiencies? And ultimately, how can it impact the bottom line? Number 2, a lot of teams obviously have started to experiment with generative AI, whether it's proof of concept pilots across different functions or adopting Microsoft's Copilot or Chat GPT Enterprise. But at the same time, what we're often seeing is that there can be disillusionment that can come with that, or sometimes this adoption can fall flat, primarily for 2 key reasons. One, there is fears, understandably, around compliance and what can go into these systems. And I think that we will develop and figure out over time. This is where open source models can create a lot of transparency and assurance when it comes from a compliance side. And number 2 is oftentimes folks are within teams are given, Chat GPT access and kind of thrown in with, Chat GPT is a hammer, so let's see where we can apply it, rather than starting with what challenges or problems is our team facing in achieving our current objectives for this quarter, next quarter, or this year. And would Chat GPT or generative AI be the right solution to target that? So what I recommend in this case is, if you've been disillusioned by ChatGPT or Copilot, or it might have not been what you expected, is to, as a team, go and list out all of the challenges and problems that block you from achieving your objectives, and then assess whether Gen AI is a tool that can actually assist with that problem. Because it might not be. It might be that spreadsheets do the job, basic automation does the job, or other forms of artificial intelligence can accomplish that job instead. And number 3, so what's been interesting to observe is that there is a lot of AI applications happening in non-drug discovery. Obviously, AI applications in drug discovery have been around for a very long time. The R&D process is very, very expensive, so any sort of efficiencies gained there can make such a huge impact on the bottom line, as well as getting products out to market faster. But outside of that, there are so many applications in terms of efficiency gain, as well as impact to bottom line, that can be gained by applying generative AI to non-drug discovery or non-R&D type of functions, whether that's medical affairs, to commercial, to market access, and HEOR, etc. So we are seeing more use cases and adoption in those categories, which is also really exciting. The reason why I also like that is because depending on where you are trying to leverage technology, if it ultimately touches patient data, there's a lot of compliance and risk that could be involved with that. So for example, if you are creating some sort of digital health tool to assist in a diagnosis of a patient, that's very risky if the tool makes the wrong decision. Versus if I'm leveraging generative AI to create personalized marketing copy for a campaign, well, that should go through MLR review, but if the sentence is generated in the wrong way, that's something easy to fix internally, so the risk itself is quite low. But ultimately, what's exciting is to see the more adoption than before in these other categories outside of just drug discovery, which I feel like is oftentimes what has historically been talked about a lot. So those are the core trends that I've been seeing over the last couple of months in AI in enterprise.